In the back. All right, welcome to Coach Heupel's Monday press conference. Coach will make an opening statement, and then we will go into questions, and we will get a mic to you. Coach.
Hey guys, obviously everybody in the building is excited. Opportunity to start conference play. Obviously know the level of competition is going to rise this week. Looking forward to the challenge going down there on the road. First road game for us as a program here, and obviously the week of preparation is going to be really important. Paying attention to the details, and you get on the road. Communication is going to be critical in all three phases of the game. Something that offensively is going to be critical in particular. But looking forward to the challenge, guys. Came in the building today, had an opportunity to watch the video with them, get some work on the grass, and ready to get going here. So with that, we'll open up for some questions.
Questions? We'll start with Vince in the front.
Josh, obviously Florida had that close loss against Alabama. What are some of the things that stand out to you about the challenge they present?
Well, I think they're well coached in all three phases of the game. They make you beat them. Obviously, their ability to run the football on offense is a huge part. Top 5 in the country in rush offense. Defensively, I thought they were physical, tied in all three levels together throughout the course of the day. Defensive line was very disruptive. Special teams, they do a really good job as well. So they make you beat them. And, just watching the game from the other day, obviously have an opportunity, 2-point play at the end to tie it up. It's a really good football team. Our guys are excited about that challenge.
Rob, to the left.
Coach, if Joe is healthy, is he your starter, or you have a quarterback competition this week?
I never speak in hypotheticals. Got a little bit of work last week. We'll find out where he is in particular, Tuesday, Wednesday here, and see where we're at that point as far as whether he'll be able to play or not.
Brent and Austin. Sorry, Austin.
You all talked about as a staff last week, trying to add more depth in the secondary. How did you assess like a guy like Tamarion McDonald in his play over the weekend?
Yeah, big time play that everybody could see with the interception. Did a great job on a pressure. I thought he was locked into his assignments, played really well. That's a young guy that played really well special teams wise. Give him the opportunity the other day, got some more reps on the defense side of the football. Love what he did.
Josh, you've talked about your offense. Maybe you wanted to play faster, to execute crisper. How many moving parts are there to that? How many things are there that you're looking at saying, I want that to be better so this thing can go faster?
We want, when we're playing with tempo, we want to be more efficient. And that can be ball mechanics, it can be eyes, it can be alignment, assignment. All of those things can help us play quicker when we're playing within our tempo. Even when we're not playing in our tempo, the execution can be higher. You guys are seeing opportunities that present themselves, in particular in the pass game, vertical pass game, that we have to start hitting. We're capable of it. Seeing us do it, it's time to go execute that on the field.
Eric in the back.
Florida, obviously, really impressive run defense against Alabama, kind of early in the tape watch. What have you seen from that unit while they're so successful?
They're big, long, athletic, violent. They disrupt the line of scrimmage, played on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Structurally, I thought their second and third levels fit it extremely well. They tackled well for the most part during the course of the day. You do those things, it makes it tough to run the football.
Josh, obviously next game is the most important game, and you don't want to differentiate their importance. But since you've been here, or even before that, what do you know? What have you been told about the importance of this game and what it means to the fans?
This is the biggest game on our schedule because it's the next one. End of the day, we're on a journey to become as good as we can, as fast as we can. Love a lot of what we've done as a football team, how we've grown. This is the next challenge for us. We've got an opportunity to grow here during the week. Our process, our preparation's got to be right. Got to do the ordinary at a really high level in a big game like this against a really good football team.
Just what did you and Rodney see from Aubrey Solomon on Saturday, and do you think he earned some more opportunities going forward?
I thought Aubrey did some really good things. Obviously, the play behind the line of scrimmage, tackle, disruptive. He's continued to get better as his investment inside of our building has become greater. Do things right outside the game. Eventually, good things happen if you keep competing. Thought he did a good job the other day.
Staying on the left, Patrick did great.
Coach, when you went back and watched the film, what kind of in the run game stood out as some of the reasons you guys maybe weren't more successful in the last game, and what do you need to clean up there?
A little bit of everything. Offensive line being cleaner at times. At times it's a running back. It could be pressing the line of scrimmage to help a double team get to the second level. It could be, recognizing and reading the right thing and getting to the space. Combination of all those things can help us be better.
Coach, Florida's been pretty good in space in terms of making people miss in the open field. How would you evaluate your defense's ability to tackle through 3 games, particularly in an open space like that?
Yeah, it's been solid during the course of the first 3 games. There's times that the first guy's, hasn't been clean and gotten the guy on the ground. I think relentless pursuit, guys running the football is really important. It's going to be important in this game that the first guy gets him down. But if not, that effort and energy's got to be there too.
Just what have you seen from Florida's running game that makes them so successful?
Well, I think they do a good job of spacing people out. The quarterback is a huge part of their run game too. The threat of it, and then also when the ball is in his hands, he runs like a runner. He's able to make the first guy miss or run through a tackle too.
Coach, you've spent the first 3 weeks right here in Knoxville. How are the guys feeling about heading on the road for the first away game of the year so far?
Yeah, fans have been awesome. 3 straight games, couple of noon kickoffs. I mentioned it after the press conference. At the same time as a competitor, it's unique when you get an opportunity to go on the road. Great environment down there. Night game, guys are really excited and looking forward to it.
Josh, on the missed vertical routes the other day, the passing game, you said you want your guys to grow out of that. Have you been in a situation in the past where guys struggled to complete those balls early on and then improved on it later in the year?
As you get further in the number of times that you've played, the more looks that you've seen as you continue to grow. Absolutely, I've seen that transpire in my career.
Hey, Coach, you've spoken some on this rivalry, but have you had a chance to speak with any VFLs or anyone else within this program just on the excitement of Tennessee-Florida rivalry week? And secondly, just want to ask you about Velus Jones and his performance this past weekend. What did you think of him and the confidence that maybe that gave him?
Thought he did a great job with the ball in his hands. That's his kick returner, punt returner. And on the offensive side, when he had the ball in his hands, strong, competitive, made people miss, ran through tackles. Executed at a pretty high level the other day. Excited about what we saw from him and expect that continuing here as we move forward. This is a big game. During the course of the summer, showed highlights of these types of games. A couple of them were Florida games, highly competitive games, and I think our kids understand and are excited about this game. It means something to them. The challenge for us is you don't have to do something extraordinary. You just got to do the ordinary at a really high level. Your process and your preparations got to get you to kick off. And it's what we've been stressing to our players.
What are the challenges in preparing for potentially 2 quarterbacks?
The subtle, you talking about offensively?
Yeah.
Subtly what one of them may feel more comfortable with versus another. Overall, schematically, there won't be a ton of difference in what you do. You're trying to design things that will be able to attack what you see structurally from them on the other side of the football.
Coach, a couple of things. Do you have any update on Kingston Harris and Cade Mays after they got hurt on Saturday? And second,
Who was that?
Kingston Harris and Cade Mays, they left the game on Saturday. Do you have anything on them?
Who was the first person? I'm sorry.
Kingston Harris.
Okay.
Him and Cade Mays, anything on them from Saturday?
Yeah, nothing finalized on those guys. Believe that we'll have an opportunity for those guys to be with us on Saturday, and a couple of guys that didn't play feel like they'll have a chance to be ready to go for this one too.
What did you see from Byron Young in his first game?
Athletic, speed, rush off the edge. I thought at times he affected the quarterback inside the pocket. I liked a lot of what we saw from him the other day.
When you guys went back and evaluated the tape, were there any young guys that maybe got some opportunities in that game that stood out to you that really took advantage of an opportunity?
Yeah, we talked about one in T-Mac, what he did in secondary. Christian Charles, same thing in the secondary. offensive line wise, I thought JJ Crawford did a really good job when he got the opportunity to get in there and play and compete.
You talked about execution, wanting better execution the other day offensively. How are you guys assessing that in just the game film, and how does that translate to practice and better execution?
Well, your practice habits, your preparation habits are all a part of that. Also, just learn how to play with the fundamentals and technique that you're asking. Some of it's communication up front. So it's all those things together. You watch it, you learn from it, you move on, and your practice habits got to be right too.
Josh, I know you've been around this game a while, studied a lot of offenses, I'm sure, watched a lot of other coaches and what they do. What is it about Dan Mullen's offense that no matter where he's been, they've been able to produce pretty consistently at a high level?
Yeah, his track record of quarterback play, and when I'm saying that, some in the past game, but their ability to run the football too has been a big part of what he's done everywhere that he's been. The top 5 in the country in rush offense. It starts for us defensively there, and then you got to get them in some tougher third down situations. You got to create some third and longs too.
Anything else, Coach?
Awesome, guys, appreciate it.